The investigation into the disappearance of 6-year-old Lily and 4-year-old Jack Sullivan has now reached one of its most focused stages since the day they went missing. 4 months, the search for the two children had seemed to move in circles, with leads that went nowhere and theories that only raised more questions. But that changed recently, when investigators confirmed the discovery of 2 new pieces of evidence that could finally explain what happened on that quiet night when Lily and Jack disappeared. Instead of reopening massive search areas or relying on guesswork, police have now shifted their attention to 2 specific discoveries: a motion-activated video clip and a set of deleted GPS data that were recently recovered and reconstructed. Both point to the same small area, and both appear to have been recorded within minutes of each other. Investigators believe these 2 clues may be connected and could hold the answers that have been missing for months. The first clue came from a motion sensor camera on a nearby property. The footage showed a dark SUV driving slowly down the narrow rural road near the Sullivan family's home late at night, around the same time the children were last seen. The vehicle didn't speed through like someone passing by. It moved carefully, almost as if the driver was watching something or looking for a specific place. Investigators noticed small but important details in the video: the shape of the vehicle, the pattern of the headlights, and even a small decal on the back window. Those small details could be key to identifying the car and the person driving it. The timestamp on the video matched the critical window investigators have always believed was when the children vanished. Until this point, there had been no confirmed movement or vehicle sighting on that road during those hours. The discovery gave police something solid to follow, not a theory or rumor, but real, physical evidence that could be analyzed frame by frame. After collecting the footage, police sent it to forensic analysts for digital enhancement. Every frame is being reviewed carefully, using advanced software to try to recover the license plate number or any other identifying marks that may have been blurred by motion or poor lighting. They're also comparing the SUV's appearance to vehicles owned by people connected to the Sullivan family. The goal is to find out whether this was just a coincidence, a random car passing by, or if it might be tied to someone already on their radar. At the same time, another breakthrough came from the digital forensics team working on phones and electronic devices belonging to adults linked to the family. After months of work, the team managed to recover deleted GPS data from one of the devices. When they reconstructed those deleted files, they found something striking. The phone had been near the same road, around the same time the SUV appeared in the video. That discovery changed everything. Investigators overlaid the GPS timeline with the timestamp from the surveillance footage, and the 2 lined up within minutes. In other words, the phone and the SUV were in the same area at nearly the same time. That kind of overlap doesn't happen often by accident. Even more suspicious, investigators found traces showing the phone was wiped shortly after that movement was recorded. That means someone deleted information from it, possibly trying to hide something. Experts are now working to find out whether the phone was wiped manually by the owner or remotely through another device. Knowing how the data was deleted could reveal whether this was a calculated act or a panic move after the fact. Following these discoveries, police immediately redirected their focus to a few key areas near the Sullivan property. Investigators returned to a small storage shed, a drainage ditch, and a narrow wooded path, places that had been searched before but now seemed far more important in light of the new evidence. Locals reported seeing unmarked police vehicles and crime scene teams working late into the night, gathering samples and taking photos. Inside the lab, forensic specialists are now analyzing everything that was collected from those renewed searches. Their main goals are to identify physical traces, fingerprints, DNA, fibers, or soil samples that could connect someone to the area. They are also enhancing the SUV footage and cross-referencing it with traffic and security cameras from nearby roads to see if the same vehicle appeared elsewhere that night. Meanwhile, investigators have begun re-interviewing key witnesses and family members. They're paying close attention to any changes or inconsistencies in their stories. If someone's account of that night shifts, even slightly, detectives will follow up immediately. These interviews, combined with the technical data, are helping to form a clearer picture of what really happened after the children disappeared. The RCMP has made it clear that these new leads don't mean the case is solved, far from it. But they do represent real progress. The combination of video evidence and digital GPS reconstruction gives them a timeline that can finally be tested and verified. For investigators, that's a big step forward. It moves the case from speculation to measurable facts. However, the police also warn the public not to jump to conclusions. Just because a vehicle or a phone was in a certain place at a certain time doesn't automatically mean a crime was committed. The key is proving who was behind the wheel and who had possession of the device when it pinged that location. Without that proof, any assumptions could risk pointing fingers at innocent people. Still, investigators believe they're closer than ever to finding the truth. Several theories are being explored, including whether the children's disappearance involved coordinated movement, whether there was an accidental event followed by a cover-up, or whether what appears suspicious might still turn out to be coincidence. Each theory will require strong evidence, and the RCMP says it's following every possible path. They are also urging the public to help, but in a responsible way. Anyone who has footage from dashcams, home security cameras, or relevant information from that night should bring it directly to investigators. Posting unverified details online can do more harm than good. It spreads rumors, misleads the public, and can even interfere with the investigation itself. For now, the focus remains tight, on the SUV seen near the Sullivan home and on the phone that pinged in that same area. Those two clues are forming the foundation of what police hope will be a breakthrough. Rather than continuing wide, exhausting searches across forests and fields, investigators are now using forensic science and technology to follow the evidence exactly where it leads. Inside police headquarters, analysts are running digital models, testing whether the SUV's route matches known travel patterns in the area, and comparing its timing to statements already given by witnesses. Every new discovery is logged, verified, and compared against the growing database of evidence. The work is slow, but it's steady, and in a case like this, slow progress is often what leads to real answers. Officials have not released the name of the phone's owner, nor have they confirmed whether the dark SUV belongs to anyone connected to the family. Those details are being kept confidential to protect the investigation's integrity. But sources close to the case say investigators believe the connection between the phone's GPS data and the video footage is too strong to ignore. For the Sullivan family and the wider community, these developments bring a small sense of renewed hope. Many people in the area have followed the case closely, lighting candles, organizing search parties, and sharing flyers. The confirmation that there are now solid leads has given them something they haven't had in a long time, a reason to believe that answers might finally be coming. The RCMP says they'll continue to update the public when it's appropriate to do so, especially if lab tests or enhanced video results provide clear, actionable evidence. But for now, they're focused on careful verification, ensuring that every piece of data can stand up in court if it ever comes to that point. The truth may still be out of reach, but investigators believe they're closer than ever. The discovery of the dark SUV and the deleted GPS data has transformed the case from a story full of mystery into one with direction and momentum. These two clues have narrowed down what was once an endless list of possibilities into a smaller, testable set of facts. While no one knows yet what those facts will reveal, one thing is certain: this case is no longer standing still. With the help of new forensic evidence, time-stamped data, and determined investigators, the search for Lily and Jack Sullivan is finally moving forward again, step by careful step, closer to uncovering what really happened on that quiet night.